Good morning and welcome back to another Travels of Red Rover. I'm Shawn.
And I'm Corinne.
And we are where, Corinne?
We're in Page, Arizona, and we are just on a promontory over top of the Lake Powell at Wahweap Viewpoint.
Yep, we're going to be spending a few days in the area, taking some of the sights in, and hopefully doing a little photography as well. And we're going to take you along with us.
We got up very early this morning with the hopes of getting a nice sunrise. I read on my Clear Outside app that there was going to be some early morning clouds.
And these early morning clouds were going to be in the perfect place to take a shot of Horseshoe Bend. But what happened, Creed?
We drove to Horseshoe Bend and they had gates up that weren't there the last time we visited. It's been a few years and they've changed it a bit. And there was no parking at Horseshoe Bend, so we had to come up with Plan B.
So here we are standing up at a place called I think it's called the Wahweap Overlook, or Overlook, and we're taking some shots of the sunshine coming up over the marina and the town, and it's really quite gorgeous up here. Although it would have been a perfect day at Horseshoe Bend. The clouds are literally right back there where it is.
Yeah, we would have had some more clouds on the western horizon and they might have lit up real nice. We were ready to get the civil sunrise so that we'd be there to catch the early morning light, but it was not to be, so we're doing our best facing a northeast direction this morning.
And of course, it's our own darn fault making assumptions about the place being the same as the last time you were here. And normally we would have gone and checked it out the day before, but we thought we knew what we were doing, and of course we were fooling ourselves. So anyway, second part, Plan B is actually turning out to be quite pretty, so I got to get to it and do some shooting here. So in this shot, we're just waiting for the sunrise right at the moment, and there's a nice glow in the sky without a lot of sunrise. But the sun is just starting to get high enough that it's reflecting off some clouds behind me and actually lighting up the scene. So down on the bottom of the scene here, I have this little valley that leads into the water. And then we got the little marina and that beautiful pinnacle rock over on the other side, and then a little glow in the sky. So that's the shot that I'm trying for this morning.
So I'm doing a exposure facing to the northeast, and you can see down on Lake Powell there, it's got the marina in the distance and a nice pinnacle just behind it. We're getting some muted light. The sun is not yet up yet, and there's just a slight band of cloud just near the top of my picture here. It's a little bit breezy this morning, so we're not getting the reflections that would be possible if we had a nice still morning. But even with that, we have pretty nice conditions. It's cold and my hands are getting cold when I take off my gloves, but it's beautiful to be out here first thing in the morning. I'm set up with an ISO 100 and an f11, and I'm on aperture priority, so the camera's choosing a shutter speed that's appropriate. I've added a 2-stop graduated filter to try and reduce the brightness of the sky and make my foreground pop a little bit more. sun is almost up, and we're probably finished most of our photography now, because I think once the sun gets up over the horizon, it will overwhelm the pictures in the direction we're taking. The clouds are still present, but not colored anymore, so we're just waiting to see if there'll be a little bit of light on the rocks out here over behind the marina, and if that's worth doing a shot. So we'll hang in here a few more minutes.
Well, the sun's fully up now, and we're just taking some shots as the sun lights the rocks and mesas out over behind the marina. I've switched things up so that I'm now shooting with a polarizer. It's just bringing up a little bit of that wispy cloud in the sky, and just takes off the edge off the photograph. So pretty much same shot. Nice big sloping valley coming into the lake, and then the rocks in behind, and then the focal point being the marina. Our trip to Page ended up being a little bit more complicated than we anticipated, and it took us a while to get out to Horseshoe Bend, but we finally made it, and we actually arrived on a beautiful, cloudy evening, hoping to get some great shots.
There's a trail about a mile long that goes from the parking lot to the viewpoint at Horseshoe Bend. It's nicely sloped, so it's not too hard to walk if you want to come out. There's restrooms by the parking lot, none out here at the viewpoint, and the Horseshoe Bend pretty much faces to the west. Well, we've been out here at Horseshoe Bend for the sunset, and it has been extremely windy. I set up a time lapse, and the tripod has just been shaking and shuddering.
Yeah, I don't know what the time lapse will look like, but it'll definitely be a shaky time lapse, that's for sure.
We had a lot of clouds when we got here and a thin band of sky, and then the clouds blew across, and then it left a thick band of clouds right on the horizon. So just at sunset, the sun was really snuffed out.
Yep, but we did get some nice shots just before that, and as the sun moved down through the various cloud layers, it gave us some really interesting lighting to get some nice and interesting shots with the various lighting as the clouds sort of moved in and out.
Yeah, so we've enjoyed it. It hasn't been extremely cold, even though it's windy. We want our warm jackets and hats on, but it's manageable tonight.
Yeah. So, had a great time. We're probably going to pack it in here pretty soon. Well, as it turns out, I managed to lose all the video for the evening. So, I think we're going to go directly to the photographs. We hope you enjoy them. Thank you so much for staying to the end of the video. We sure hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please leave us a thumbs up, subscribe, and as always, we love hearing from you, so don't hesitate to leave us a comment. And here's a little bonus, some drone video we took of Mexican Hat on our drive from Monument Valley to Page. Take care, and until next time, bye for now.